Welcome to the J.R. Hendricks Texan Gentleman, the podcast that deals with the early life of J.R. Hendricks. This is an interview of his father on the Blake Carter Show, radio and TV, before a live audience at Lamar University, March 2nd, 1996. Welcome to the Blake Carter Show. I think most of y'all can be seated now. This is my first interview of an influencer before a packed live audience here at Lamar University. Jim, what brings you to do this interview at such a bizarre place? Well, I had received such an invitation in early February by Congressman Bill Archer, and he was part of the House Small Business Committee. I flew down, and I had received an invitation, I believe it was the 7th of February. They knew I was probably going to end up having to take quite a long leave of absence, and which I did. And so I flew into Beaumont this morning. I had a brief breakfast with Governor Bush, and he told me, he said, when you helped my father run for president in '88, they said that you were a loose cannon. And he told my father's advisors, no, he isn't. And when they said he's a firecracker, the governor told his father's advisors, no, it's not. And so you formally met. You gave him his apologies for not supporting his father in '92. What did the governor say? Time for a peace offering. Your crusade, Jim. Is this about party or who you're supporting in '96? No, it is not. It's not about support party. It's not about which president should win. I'm talking about the best financial wishes for America. Bill Clinton and the Bill Clinton administration has blown it when it comes to economic growth. So you believe the assertions of UT Arlington economist John David Galworthy when he says that the economy is not much better at the beginning of '86. It's not. You look at it, okay? January was a tank month. What did Clinton tell American people? modest economic growth. There's a chance. And you don't believe one bit that Clinton had to say. No. I didn't believe anything that his people and Meyer and cohorts had to say, because there's one thing Bill Clinton had in common. Bill Clinton lied. I saw Galworthy's graphs that the SBA redacted from its budgetary meeting on the 28th. The first few weeks in January showed modest promise. But as January wore on, the economy tanked. And that's why Congress and the Clinton administration played footsie with America's financial best interest. February. What can I say? February has not allotted its maximum potential either. In fact, I'm willing to say that it was about as bad as January. Stocks tumbled, and you don't think Bill Clinton has addressed it at all. No, what's he done? A couple of days ago, he goes into a ceremony in the East Room and announces his support for school uniforms. He's going for social policy and world order while the American people are suffering. I think it's time to put that to an end, no matter who's winning in 96. So what do you think is your strategy? I don't know. Mike Bradley from Austin, he's going to try to put in access to education in Congress, seeing as the SBA is reluctant to do anything about it. Because if Congress can pass it, it can be applied to local and state municipality areas instead of having it to depend on the administrative level in national government, giving power and empowerment back to the American people. So you believe that Clinton should pay attention to Galworthy? Let me tell you something. I've met him a time or two. We clash swords at times when it comes to my son. He may have been born in Mexico to an American cowboy and a Mexican female desperado. But his father allowed him to return to America and get a good quality education. You know what? Galworthy's a good man. He may have a slight Hispanic accent, but he's a good man. So you think that his predictions are spot on? They are. What do you, I know we don't have crystal balls, but let's say you had one. How's the outlook in March? I think it's going to be a little better, but it's going to be a struggle. I'm wondering how much Congress is willing to change. Both sides are playing social political tiddlywinks right now. Why? Well, let's face it. Government putting money in some of the multinational corporates and big corporates' pockets, while the average small business struggles, sputters, and in many cases fails. So right now, you would not support Dole. Let me tell you something. Phil Gramm, if he'd stayed in the race, he could have been a better nominee than Dole. And even though I'm not crazy about Buchanan, he'd be a better nominee than Dole. Hell, as much as I can't stand Bill Clinton, even he would be better than Dole. He's going to beat Dole. But I tell you somebody who's even better than Clinton, and that's George W., Texas governor. So then you think we should be on the lookout and improving things? I do. We have to do better and more right by small business. Right now, I got a sustainability package. It's locked down in the Senate, and I've been informed after the memorial that Senator Cordell Wheeler told me that a coalition of Democrats and Republicans are going to add it to welfare reform. That's all I got to say. We'll be back next on the interview deal will be Bill Chambers. He's a Christian journalist and satirist who sees a problem with our political landscape. More on this later on the Blake Carter Show. Hope you enjoyed listening to the J.R. Hendricks Texan Gentleman. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of the adventure. This is the James Hendricks Empowerment Network saying until next time, take care and get ready for the rest of the story. It gets bumpier from here.